So good afternoon, everyone. Once again, greetings from HMPITR. And this is the second session of this fourth day of expert sessions series in ELT. And on behalf of HM Patel Institute, I welcome you all. Today's expert is Mohammed Sir, the faculty member of this institute. And let me introduce Sir. Sir is an assistant professor working here from 2019, and we are working here together. Sir is qualified teacher educator, having MA in English literature, MAd, PhD in education, and also UGC NET in education subject. He holds certificate in yoga science also and certificate in teaching of English in addition. Then if I say about his career began as a teacher in English medium school before 20 years, and at higher secondary school where he taught English and Sanskrit. Since 2002, he is in the profession of teacher education as an assistant professor. He has also worked as a program in charge of IGNOU, as we all know, Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU Study Center, and rendered his services as a program in charge of IGNOU and services as an academic administrator in various departments like admission, examination, studio, and study center management at BAOU, Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. Sir has to his credit many certificates of state and national level in cultural events, especially mono acting, one act plays. So Sir is much interested in literary activities. Sir has anchored so many programs, 70 plus television programs on career and academic guidance on DD Girnar also. And his area of interest is teaching languages, and he is active in teaching spoken Sanskrit also. Sir knows Sanskrit very well, and he is very much interested in Sanskrit language teaching, and also as a volunteer of Sanskrit Bharati. Sir, on behalf of this institute, I welcome you for this session. Mohammed sir, the session is yours now. Once again, welcome to you.
Thank you very much, Dodia sir. Being welcomed at our own home feels me a little odd, but thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity to have a session with students. So, good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Before I start, let me tell you that in this session, we shall try to talk more, and we shall try that even though this is an online platform, we shall try that more and more two-way communication is possible. The communication is always two-way. But what happens that when we work on online platform, generally students do not respond. So I have made some efforts that even you have some chance to speak, right? Uh, we shall start with a game first of all. I have some pictures if you can see my screen. Now, before we start playing, let me explain how we are going to play. Can you see three pictures on the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
And there's some difference uh, amongst all these pictures. Will anybody tell me what is the difference between the pictures? Simply unmute and tell me.
May I, sir?
Yes, please. Tushar.
Sir, in first house there are two doors and two windows and two trees.
Right.
And in second picture there are three doors and one small window and same two trees. And in third house two doors, two windows and one tree.
Okay, good, good. Very nice observation. Now we are going to play, right? We are going to use some pictures, and I have already shared the pictures to some of you. Uh, I'm sorry, I had a phone call, so I have to Am I audible, friends?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So now the game is like this, that there are pairs in your group. You all are the students. Suppose you are there in a class, okay? And in advance, I have prepared some pairs and shared some pictures to these pairs. Now the students in the pair do not know that I am having this picture and the other is having the same one, right? So they are not known to the pair. So who is your partner? They don't know. Now the game is that the student has to come up in front of the class and ask the students about the picture that he is or she is having. From the answer is he has to make out that this is my pair. Fine. This is the whole game all about. Now, because those were the black and white pictures, I have used some colorful pictures and I have shared all these 4 pictures to the following students in your class who are there, who are present right now in this session. One is Nirjari, another is Anand, third is Riddhi, fourth is Siddharth, fifth is Nikunj, next is Trushar. Mihir is not present in the class, so instead of Mihir, I would take part. And last is Abhiraj. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiplied by 2. 10 students are there in this game. Okay. Now the turn is that of Nirjari. Nirjari, you already have one of the pictures, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you have these many students. I will give you names. You have to ask questions to these people one by one and find out who is having the same picture. I give you 3 names: Siddharth, Nikunj, and Trushar. You can start with Siddharth.
Mm, Hello, Siddharth.
Yes, Nirjari.
Do you have in your picture a boat, a man with a boat holding a stick?
No.
Okay. Nikunj, are you there?
Yes, Nirjari.
Do you have in your picture a man who is sailing on boat and holding a holding a stick?
Yes.
Okay, so we both have same picture. I think there are 3 mountains and there is a rainbow in the sky and sun is rising. Is it the picture?
Correct.
Okay.
Very
So, sir,
good,
I
Nirjari.
found it.
Well done. So the whole class will clap now and they will appreciate your efforts. Excellent job, Nirjari. Next turn is that of Anand. Anand, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yes. So Anand, now you have to ask question the same manner Nirjari did. And the 3 people that are to be asked is, one is Abhiraj, other is Trushar, and third is Riddhi. Ask this. Abhiraj, Trushar, and Riddhi.
Abhi, do you have a house in your picture?
No.
Okay, thank you, Abhi. Riddhi, do you have a house in your picture? A bridge, a
No.
house? Okay.
No.
And the last one, forgot. Siddharth, do you have a house in your picture? Because it is very
Actually,
Siddharth.
Anand, you were supposed to ask Trushar, I suppose.
Yes.
Not me.
Okay, Trushar.
But
Trushar.
but since he has already asked, you can answer, Siddharth. No problem with that.
Uh, no, no, Anand, I don't have a house in my picture.
Okay, Trushar. Uh, Trushar, do you have a house in your picture? Do you have?
Yeah.
Okay, it will be very.
Yes.
So, sir, I and Trushar have the same picture.
Great job. That's the correct answer, right? Excellent job. Now over to Riddhi. Riddhi, you will have to ask 3 persons. One is Siddharth, other is Abhiraj, and third is me, Mohan Stakar, because Mihir is not present. Okay, go on asking
Okay, sir.
questions.
Okay, sir. Is there a coconut tree in your picture?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can you take me last, please?
Oh, okay, sir. Siddharth bhai, do you have a coconut tree in your picture?
No, no, not at all, Riddhi.
Okay, then I forgot the second name,
Abhiraj.
sir. Aviraj.
Abhiraj.
Okay, do you have that coconut tree in your picture?
No, there is no.
Aviraj. Okay,
Okay.
sir. Now we both have same picture.
Excellent, excellent. Very good, very good. Now it is Siddharth's turn. Siddharth, over to you.
Yes, sir. Sir, to whom shall I ask?
You should ask Trushar, Nikunj, and Abhiraj.
Okay. Hello, Drushar.
Yes.
Do you have snowy mountains and a glacier as well as some beautiful pine trees in your picture?
I have not this picture.
Okay. So, Nikunj, are you there?
Yes, Siddharth.
Uh, do you have this picture of the beautiful morning of any northern area of India, like snowy mountains, looks like Himalayas, and a glacier, half ice sheet and half snow, and rest of the pine trees at the edges of the lake? Do you have that picture?
No, Siddharth.
Okay, thank you. Abhiraj, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, so like the same description, I would add some more description of the picture. Like the sun is rising, it's like breaking day, and some birds are at the sky. Even it is like snowy mountains, snow-fed mountains are there, green pine trees,
Yes,
glacier.
I have picture.
Okay, so Abhiraj would be my pair, sir. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Wonderful job, friends. I really appreciate your efforts. And you all have found out your pairs. And how did you find this game? This is not for you. You are the BA trainees, but this is for the school students, right? How did you find this?
We found out.
Go on,
Yes.
Nirzar.
Okay, thank you. We found out by finding the common things between us
Mhm.
and by
And
observing.
right. So, what kind of opportunities are given to the students? Can we consider this to be a language game?
Sir, may I?
Yes,
Yes, that please.
Sir, so far as language learning is concerned,
Yes.
uh, like, and that is not applicable to any particular age group of students. It would be applicable to all, that whatever we ask in a form of activity or in a form of questions, it should be open-ended. I mean, they can elaborate, like their opinions, their views. And here is in picture comprehension, everyone has their way of expressions. Everyone is, like, though we have only limited pictures, but everyone expressed the picture in their own manner. So that's what you can call the multiple opinions and multiple ideas are come together.
Yes.
So it is a very good example of collaborative learning.
Excellent. Excellent. So my point is that this is something that gives some opportunity to students to speak, to express their ideas. And as you said, it is open-ended. So anybody can have their own expression. We have different expressions. For example, for the same picture, 3 times you had 3 different descriptions. And every time you had something new. So in total, if we just analyze this activity, then we shall find that we are providing opportunity to observe and speak, right? And if this activity is made in the class, I think students would love to learn English. Of course, this is not for higher classes. This is for primary classes, right? In the initial stage, if you want to teach them inverted questions or any other form of questions, you can use this kind of activity, right? So today, you have used these kind of questions. Have you, this first question has a problem. Have you got a house with two doors? That was the initial black and white pictures. Has your house got 2 or 3 windows? This could have been there if you had used those pictures. Now here in these colorful pictures you had, is there a rainbow in the picture? These kind of questions were prepared by you, and because you all are very mature students, you prepared very complex sentences also. So if you want to increase the difficulty value of the whole game, then you can have similar pictures with some difference, very little difference, right? And it would be even more difficult to find out the pair. So you can make all these juggleries using pictures, and you can make your teaching very much interesting. So my point is, if you teach with fun, if you apply some games, then your teaching becomes very, very interesting, and students won't be bored while learning. That's the point, okay? And today what we are going to learn is the same. We are going to deal with a point that also tells us to organize co-curricular activities for teaching of English or English language teaching. This is one of the points in our syllabus, and we have to discuss English club, literary club, and reading club, as the agencies to arrange the activities, the co-curricular activities. Now let me begin with these 3 concepts, because when we talk about activities, we have 3 types of activities. One is a curricular activities. I think what we have done right now could have been a curricular activity, because if I want to teach inverted questions, I would apply it. So it's a part of your curriculum. It is closely associated with what I'm going to teach in the classroom, right? So it can be called a curricular activity. In our textbooks now, we already have activities, and these are the curricular activities. The teacher has to do it in the classroom. There are some more activities which are known as co-curricular activities. So obviously, something which is not so closely related, but as a part of addition to the teaching process, we can apply them. That is co-curricular activities. And some are extracurricular activities. Nowadays, extracurricular and co-curricular are used all the time. They are misplaced for each other. Nowadays, people are calling extracurricular also co-curricular activities, because now nothing is outside your curriculum. That's the concept. But extracurricular activities are the activities which have nothing to do with your syllabus, nothing to do with your curriculum, but they are helpful for the overall development of the students. So if you go to youth festival and take part in drama, that would be extracurricular activity. Let us look at them once again. If we have these concepts very clear in our mind, we shall be able to focus on co-curricular activities in a better manner. So what is the difference? Can you read somebody from you in red color? What is curricular activity?
May I, sir?
Yeah, one by one. Nikunj, who was Nikunj was there, or who was there?
Tushar.
Tushar, yes, read please. Then Nirjari, second one.
Curricular activities are those activities that are a part of the curriculum.
Right? Very clear. There is nothing to explain about. Nirjari, what is co-curricular activity?
Co-curricular activities are those activities that are outside of but usually complementing the regular curriculum.
Excellent. And Riddhi, can you please read for me the third one, extracurricular activity?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, please.
Sir, the screen is not visible. Like the network
Okay,
issue,
fine.
I think I am facing.
Okay, I'll read for you.
Yes, sir.
Extracurricular
Avigyu, sir. So I got it.
Okay.
Extracurricular activities are defined as those school-based activities that are not tied to the curriculum.
Okay, fine. Is there anything difficult in these words? I think it is very simple. Something that
No,
is
sir.
not
Very
tied,
simple.
very simple. So these are the three
Yes,
concepts
sir.
of activities, right? And what we are supposed to learn is co-curricular activities. So it is not fully disassociated with the curriculum. It is already associated with your curriculum. And it goes like this, that the word co-curricular, if we go back to the word curriculum, basically it's a Latin word, something curricular, like kind of word is there, which means race. And curriculum means race course. So when the horses were running, you know, that was something similar to curriculum. Anyway, here co-curricular word means those experiences that happen alongside. That means simultaneously they happen or with the curriculum rather than separate from the curriculum. So they are not separate; they are part of curriculum. Learning takes place all over, regardless if it is in a classroom, residence hall, or camping tent. So learning, can happen anywhere. There is no need of any classroom, and co-curricular activities can be arranged everywhere, wherever we wish. So we as students, or we as student educators, have tremendous opportunity to influence students' learning, and many times as advisors or supervisors, we have one-on-one or small group discussions with students that help them make meaning of their experiences, both in the formal classroom or outside of it, right? So factually may not have that luxury when teaching in large classes. When we have a large class, we might not have opportunity to work with one another, like in the way we began when we arranged the co-curricular activities. There are some more definitions of co-curricular activities, and it goes like this, that the sum total of activities planned directly to reinforce the curriculum in those spheres of learning where otherwise it is difficult to teach within the classroom. It is not within, it is within. Please fill the gap within the classroom. So sometimes when we cannot teach something nicely, we try to arrange activities, and with the help of activities, we make it easier. Another view is that there are the activities through which a learner explores one's abilities, develops the strength, and educates the eradicates the shortcomings through informal guidance, observation, and self-assessment. Now, this is all theoretical, so we shall skip it. This is a list of various different types of co-curricular activities. However, we are not supposed to learn all these activities. We are simply focusing on the co-curricular activities useful for teaching of English, right? That is why we are not going to explain all these literary activities and educational activities and physical development activities and aesthetic activities and cultural development activities. We know that all this drama and dance and sports, and these all are activities, but some of them are co-curricular, some of them are extracurricular, and some of them are curricular activities. However, sorry, we can also focus on the values that are cultivated through activities. What kind of values are cultivated? Mind well, this is all about all type of activities, that we can have physical development value, we can have cultural value, we can have civic values, we can have recreational values. If you are going to trip or something, it could be a recreative task. We can have psychological development value, and we can have educational value. Now, out of all these three values, when we deal with ELT, when we try to teach a language, we are dealing with the educational value of the activities, right? And as a byproduct, we can also have some psychological development. As a byproduct, we can also have some recreational byproduct. We can have also civic sense. We can also develop cultural value. everything is associated with one another. So you cannot, there are not prototype compartments that if we have activities based on educational values, then they are not going to cultivate cultural values. No, it's not like that. Some part is somewhere, intermingling. And that is why these are not the compartments, but they are intermingled. They are associated with one another. Now let us take one of the activities which is typically made for teaching of English. Can you see the table? Once again, it's a game time, friends. So those who have not participated can now raise their hand and they can also come in the class and they can also speak. Fine. Now these are some of the words out of which you are supposed to make a sentence. Can anybody try? I give you half a minute. Try to make a sentence. Who will try?
May I, sir?
Please, please.
I have a big sister.
Excellent. I have a big sister.
Big
That's
sister.
good. Good, good.
Sir,
Anyone
may
else?
I?
Please,
Sir,
please.
may I?
Please. Yes, who is it?
Pablo sir, this is Maitri.
Oh, Maitri. Welcome. I didn't
Yes.
notice you.
No, sir, it's okay. Pablo Picasso makes wonderful paintings.
But from where have you found the word Pablo Picasso?
No, painting.
Okay, fine. So this is one step ahead. You have selected one word and used it in a sentence. It is an original. This is higher level game. This game is meant for lower level students.
Sir, may
Simply
I?
use the words. Yes, please.
May I,
Use
sir?
the words which are there in the table.
I have a car. I have a car.
I have a car. Good, good, good. Maitri, can you prepare one more sentence? An easy
Yes.
one,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay.
I have a red car.
Excellent. Chalo.
May I, sir?
Yes, Anand.
I am Anand, sir.
Anand, bolo.
Because that's the sentence, sir. I am Anand, sir.
Oh, but I don't find the word Anand in the table.
But I is there,
Sir,
sir.
may I?
Okay, fine. Yes, who is next?
Nikunj, sir.
Nikunj. Yes, Nikunj.
Is that old pending?
Very nice. Is that old painting? Good.
May I,
Fine.
sir?
So,
Sir, may I?
yes, yes. Who is it? Please speak your name also.
Siddharth,
Yes, please.
there are 9 people.
I was going to say that. Okay.
Sorry, I have snatched your opportunity. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So you can see this table is having some words and there is no order in it. There is no pattern also. You are simply supposed to pick any of the words and prepare a sentence. This is a kind of activity which helps students to use their brain, try to match the words, try to prepare a sentence. And this is a typical language game, right? This is just an example that the type of activities that we can arrange in the classroom, particularly in the primary classrooms, are like this. Now, when we talk about activities, our syllabus says that talk about English club. And what is the role of English club? It is that of, yes.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you. Sir,
Please.
yesterday I removed twice by someone, and now also I removed before few minutes. So just I thought let you inform.
Okay, who is it? Can you please tell me your name?
Yes, Krunal. Yes, Krunal is speaking, sir.
Okay, Kunal. Somebody is removing you, right?
Yes, yesterday twice, and then
Oh.
today also.
Oh my God. So this is the case with one other student also, and we have noticed that somebody is making mischiefs in the classroom. Right now I can only say that please don't do this, friends. All students are, attentively participating in the classrooms. You have no right to remove them. Yes.
Sir, the way I have suggested, like if you just make everyone attendee, then the students may not have a right. Those who have hosted the meeting, they only have the right to remove or mute someone. Otherwise, we all are having
That's
these
right,
rights
Siddharth.
that
That's
can
right.
be done by anyone, and we even cannot like catch anyone that who is actually doing it. That's why.
That's right. I think by tomorrow we shall be able to sort it out because today we tried, but we couldn't find that option. Anyway, by tomorrow we shall be able to manage this. Uh, okay, shall we move forward by now? For now? And Kunal,
Yes.
please, sorry for whatever you are experiencing, but the moment somebody removes you, please come again. We shall immediately admit you. So we all, if we want to talk about activities, a day is not enough because there are thousands of activities so far as language teaching is concerned, right? Because we have 4 skills, and for all these 4 skills, ALSRW, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, we have different games, and all games are very, very interesting. And games are actually activities.
Okay, thank you.
Not only games, but there are different activities. Like if you can arrange a skit, performance of a skit, you know, a small drama, dialogue, song, singing song, poetry, recitation, all this could be, which is not game basically, but it's an activity. So this is something that can be arranged in the classroom. Now, as we have already got the idea what the activities are and what the activities which are concerned with ELT are, let us go to the point English club because we are supposed to talk about English club and then literacy club and then reading club. I will try to cover up everything in the stipulated given time. I think we cannot teach everything in a period, but I will try to summarize everything and try to make it sure that everything is completed. Now, what we are going to talk about English club, and this is not only I am going to tell you because you all are all mature students and you all are experiencing somewhere. You're also indulged in the activities which we are talking about. You might be a member of an English club somewhere, so you can share your views also along with me. Uh, Make sure that it is not only one way talking. These are the points that we are going to deal with regarding English club. Somebody is in the lobby, sir. First is why to establish an English club? There is first question. Who can be the member of English clubs? The structure of the English club, do's and don'ts, rules and activities and advantages of the English club. This is what we are going to discuss. If you have anything more to say, you can share. So, why should we have? Yes, please.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, extremely sorry to interrupt you, but as you have said to share, that's why I would like. May I? Or
Sorry,
may I
Siddharth,
after?
this is what we wish that you are welcome to speak.
No, but if you just would like to go on a concept and then after you want me to express, then also I don't mind. Or shall I share just now, sir?
Yes, please go on. Please go on.
Yes, sir. Actually, the experience is that where I am dealing with the higher secondary like students, actually I have like see the way you have said that primary students take more interest in such kind of an activity, but so far as higher secondary students are concerned, so it was a challenge for me that to create interest. So like obviously like so far as IPL is concerned, so like they all are interested in cricket, right? And way IPL has been like like creating the environment, electrifying environment. So I have made a teams according to the names of you can say like the way IPL has the Mumbai Indians and all. So then they would be having matches every day. For example, MI versus CSK. But in place of the cricket match, they would be having debate, or they would be having group discussion, or they would be having picture comprehension, but at their level. And like so many activities I have planned. So and then there would be winning and losing, and after end of the every match, there will be a season winner. So that we have been planning for I think 4 or 5 years.
Excellent. So you have got their big vein, and this is a skill for a teacher. If you can find out what your students are interested in, That's a great skill that you have. Congratulations, Siddharth. Whatever you're doing, others also will learn from you.
Thank you, sir.
So great job. So now we shall go to that point also. But first of all, let us go step by step, and we shall first of all try to think about why should we have an English club at all? Is there any requirement? I think the obvious answer is yes, because there are many reasons why we should have such a club. The first and foremost reason is that we want to improve our English, right? And we want some platform other than classroom, because in classroom we have a very controlled environment, right? Some shy students cannot speak in the classroom in front of other students. Possibly the teacher is so strict. In his presence, there are some restrictions. If it is a club and if it is an informal environment, then we have more opportunities to speak out, and there are more opportunities of language acquisition as well. So what do we say? That why English club? Then English club can help learners for all ages, right? And level all levels and improve their English. The most important reason is that they offer learners a chance to practice English by actually speaking it. Now think, how many students really get opportunity to speak English in the classroom, in the traditional classroom? The answer would be really depressing, because the students are simply taught, and the course or the syllabus is simply taught to them, and such language experience that should take place in the classroom, it never happens. And students, even after learning for 13 hours, 13 long hours, years, sorry, they are not able to speak in English in the manner they should. So there are some reasons. English clubs are such kind of platforms where there are less formal, there is less formal environment compared to classroom. Many learners find them more, fun than usual English classes. It also lets learner practice English in more real life situation. This can increase the learner's desire to practice and learn on their own, and using the language in authentic situation is very important. This word I have, bold this word, authentic situation. Why? Because whatever you're speaking is not just a question that is asked by a teacher. It is a requirement that you need to speak this, and that is why you're speaking. That's no authentic situation, right? Now, if you want to, as a schoolboy, if you are a teacher in a school and you need to make an English club, who could be the members? The obvious answer is the students of the class. But make it sure that your English club should not become confined to the students of a class. Let others also enter it, and let there be a proper filter in between, so that anybody cannot enter, but those who can contribute to the English club, such kind of people must be welcomed in the English club. For example, if any physician in your town wants to be a member of an English club, he should be welcomed. Why not? If he's interested, and if he want to meet you sometimes whenever you arrange the meetings, then he must be welcomed, because the kind of vocabulary that he possesses will be shared with you, and you will be able to learn those new words when you have such a person with you, who is talking informally with you and taking part in various activities. So the English club may be created by a class of a school or college, but there could be a restricted or unrestricted membership norms. Now it depends upon you. If you are in a girls' school, you're a teacher in a girls' school, and you have an English club, then you wouldn't like to let anybody enter in the class, because they might have some other intentions to enter in the English club. So you should have a scanner in between somewhere, that the person who is entering in the English club must have clear intentions. He should be, desirous to learn English, nothing else. You can set your own norms in this matter as per the situation. It could be open for all or only for students also, if the situation is like that. It is always good to welcome people who have clear intentions and could contribute in some way or the other. Better to keep the doors open with scanners, right? We should have a CCTV camera. Teachers' eyes are worth CCTV camera so far as the school is concerned, right? Now let us move to, if you have something to say, please interrupt me, don't bother, okay? Anytime, without saying sorry, you can stop me and speak out. Now, what should be the structure of an English club? That's a very interesting point, because there are multiple views. One of the very popular structure is that there should be a president of the club, because in clubs you must have seen the Rotary Club and Rotaract Club, Interact Club, JCs, etc., where we have such kind of structure. So that it could be kind of net practice for such kind of clubs. But we used to have a president, then we used to have a vice president, a treasurer, a secretary, and members. This is the common structure. Now, even though you don't have president, vice president arrangement, you should have one leader in the English club. Even though you don't have a treasurer, there is no need of a treasurer if there is no transaction of money. If in the school it never happens, or sometimes if it happens, only the teacher would take care of it sometimes. But if you want to give chance to students who are capable to bear these responsibilities, you should have such kind of structure, right? If you want to have some financial transactions and you want to generate funds by some activities, you should have a treasurer also. So president, who would preside over and represent the club, he will sign over the resolutions passed democratically. He would lead, would take decisions, and he would motivate others. These are some of the responsibilities of the person who is leading. Let us call him a president. The vice president, who would act as a president in the absence of president and do the same job that a president does. But when the president is present, then he would help the president in all the duties, and he would work as president in his or her absence. Treasurer, as we said, he keeps the record of all the financial transactions, if there are any. He would do some activities and would be helpful in doing such activities that generate funds with the help of others. Would manage money in one way or the other. Managing money in not that manner, he would take record of all the transactions. What is the duties of secretary? Secretary would plan meetings, he would communicate and make required correspondence with the various parties. And he would be linked between the members and the president and vice president and the post holders. And rest of the people are the members. So there should be some norm to have members, that when you welcome some person, he should have some qualification that to become the member of your English club, right? So this is the structure, friends. Do you have any other, Siddharth, as you said, you are already running a club. So do you have any different structure with you? Because it is all up to us. Do you have any other structure?
Sir, actually, the way you have explained the structure, actually, I have not gone through this typical or the conventional structure of English club. But as I told you that in order to give them that feeling of IPL only, even the name of the club has also been set up accordingly. That is EML, English Masters League. And even the names, like as I told you that though we have not given the names of the teams as it is, but we have, in place of that, we have kept the names like Shakespearean Soldiers, Wordsworth Warriors, such kind of a team's name we have kept. And then there would be, you can say, mentors, like other subject teachers, like science teacher, math teacher. There would be the mentor of each and every team. And there would be leaders from the school, from the team itself, like captain and vice captain. And I and the other English teachers would be some of the English teachers would be judging the show and administrating the entire event. And that would be at the second and fourth Saturday. So even in that manner, their studies also would not get spoiled.
Great. So instead of using the words like president and vice president, you have the words captain and vice captain, looking at the interest of the students.
Even that's we have made the logos also, right? The way they have.
Great. So this is quite inspiring. You can always do so. And in some other situation, you might have some other names, right? So the summary is that you should have a structure in which some students are leading and some are following also, because all cannot lead and all cannot follow. But there should be some structure, well-managed structure, that you can easily arrange the activities and you can easily communicate whatever you are doing to the other members. So fine, we can add your points also to this slide, Siddharth. And if somebody else is there in the classroom who is having some other ideas, we can add on, because this is, you have already studied constructivism. So we are constructing, right? So go on adding it. There is no end to it. You can always improve it. Now, what should be the rules? So as a constitution of the club, we must have determined some norms or some rules. For example, if you have the IPL setup, then you have your own rules, right? Here also, you can have some rules, and these are all up to you. You can decide the rules, but the main focus should be on this, that everyone should speak English, right? This is one of the rule that everyone should follow, right? In every English club, this should be the compulsory rule, that speaking in English is must. Then participation in club activities should be that you, if you are a member and you don't participate any time, then that should not happen. Then presence in the club meetings, it should not be regularly irregular, right? It should be regular. Code of conduct should be there, and focus of activities. Every time you should have some norms for activities, for taking parts. So this is again an open-ended thing. You can have a set of your own rules. There are no fixed rules for this, but the rules that best suit your situation should be there. One example that I wanted to share with you is this, and I think this is an English club. This website is also open in my browser, so let me try. Can you see this? English club.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just request you, all of you, just to visit this English club, because this is an online English club, and they have tremendous activities, online activities. You can join this club even freely without paying money. For paying money, they have different plans, but even freely you can join. There are forums, there are grammar activities, there are vocabulary activities, there are pronunciation activities, there are listening activities, there are speaking activities, right? So on and so forth. So I request you to go through this particular website, and if it is possible, try to be member of this English club, and they will ask you to become the member of it. They will ask for your email ID, and they would frequently send you emails. So if you are bored of it, unsubscribe it. But I am sure that you won't be bored, because they send you idiom of a day, word of a day kind of things. That would be extremely helpful for you as a teacher. And I think if you would go through this, let us go to grammar, for example. Then here, from here, you can see grammar rules, grammar vocabulary, grammar quizzes, grammar games. Everything is possible. If you go to grammar games, then you would find some very, very interesting games. Adjective games, verb games, adverb games, noun games. Can you read this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is something for as you can visit later on. Let us move to our own presentation now. We were here. Activities. What could be the activities? Because the point is co-curricular activities. Under the banner of an English club, what kind of activities can be arranged? So there are different types of activities. First are warm-up activities. Second is regular or primary activities, and then special activities. Broadly, we have had these three categories, but these all can be, inter-exchanged in somewhere. What are warm-up activities? When you have a meeting or gathering of an English club, then there should be some activities which may arise interest among the people, or they work as snow breaking. You know the term snow breaking? Some students are very shy. They are not, willing to speak anything in front of others. So some activities, warm-up activities, would automatically make them speak without any hesitation. Such kind of activities are warm-up activities. So they are good ways to start any club meeting. They help people relax and prepare them to start speaking English. So here are a few warm-up activities. Two truths and a lie. This is one of the activities. True truth and a lie. What are we supposed to do in this? So this activity can be done in pairs. Just divide every member, all the members in pairs, in small groups, or the whole English club can also be can also operate. One person comes up with 3 facts about themselves. 2 of the facts are true and 1 is a lie. Now the group must decide which one is the lie, right? Now this is very interesting and very easy also. And they would immediately say what is lie and what is truth. And they would shout also, they would cry also. No problem with that. Let everything happen over there. And the snow will be broken. And they would start speaking. Though it would be small sentences, but they would start speaking. And this is what we call warming up. So each participant takes turn with this activity. That is how it happens. Second is salad bowl, right? This is just like you have already played this game, but this is named as salad bowl. It is also a warm-up activity. And for this activity, tell every one of the members to think of a person, place, or a thing and write down in a piece of paper. Then put it in a bowl. Collect the pieces of paper, mix them around in a big bowl. Then divide the club into 2 teams, right? If it is IPL, let there be one, as Siddharth said, Mumbai Indians, and the other is Rajasthan Royals, or whatever the interest area is there of the class. Then divide the club into 2 groups. Now each team then takes up the cheat. Their turn is there. They takes the cheat, and then what do? One person would come in front of the room and take the piece of paper, and that person must then describe the word, right? He's not supposed to declare the word. He has to describe the word in the way that the people sitting in front of him may recognize what it is. So as soon as the team member correctly guesses the word, the person then selects another word from the bowl. Each team has 30 seconds to guess as many words as possible. So it's like 1 minute show. It's a 30-second show. So whoever completes identifies more cheats would be declared the winner. Isn't it interesting, friends? So this is again kind of warm-up activity. Then some are the regular activities which should always take place whenever you have a meeting. Like in the prayer talk, you have a set of tasks. In the same manner, even in the meeting, you can have your own structure that we shall always, whenever we meet, this thing will happen. What could it be? There should be a schedule or timetable ready in advance, right? And the activities like word of a day, thought of a day, storytelling, that every time one person will tell a story. This would never be missed, right? Then some unknown idioms are expressed. Some joke is, told by someone. News headlines are read. Whatever is boring, you can cut it short. But whatever is interesting, you can keep out of these kind of activities, which are the regular, everyday, every meeting activities. Then debates and discussions. This is one of the very important things in order to give them practice to speak. So club debates or discussions are the most popular type of English club activities, and they let people use English in more natural way than in the classroom. Because in the classroom, we are always in a difficult situation. In club, we are in a funny mood and we can speak. Even though we make mistakes, we don't have any problem. So it helps to have new discussion topics for each meeting, and this would keep the conversation from being too repetitive. This also encourages club members to learn new vocabulary words, right? Next is guest speakers and presentations. You can invite people from different areas of the life, and they can just come and address the club members, right? Then English language songs and readings. You can have a song competition in English, right? So you would find new talents also from your group. And whether you know or don't know, you can sing. Everybody can sing. Anybody can sing. That kind of spirit should be there. Then there should be reading also. For example, loud reading of a book, very interesting book. It will also come in reading club, but under English club, everything related to English can be included. Then this is very interesting, friends. Enacting or playing a skit. Skit, what is skit? Does anybody know in the classroom? I'm sorry, for a long time I had been speaking. So nobody knows about skit. What is a skit? SKIT.
Sir, may
Yes. Please.
Sir,
please.
it is it's a short drama of hardly 7 to 10 minutes. However, there is no constraints of time, but it is based on any particular current topic or current affair.
Right. Absolutely. It could be a satire. Yes. Please. Go on.
Ironical and satirical.
Right. Absolutely right. Even small jokes can be, transferred into skits. But generally, when we have a skit in youth festivals, skits are the satirical dramas, small drama of 10 to 20 minutes, not more than that. Not 10, 20 even, 10 minutes, hardly 10 minutes. And in skit, you have ample opportunity of repartee, that is speaking, one person speaks and the other answers. You have ample opportunity of dialogues delivery. You have ample opportunity of speaking English, isn't it? And as it is a very small drama, you don't need to remember many things. Long dialogues, no, nothing is required. Small dialogues, and I will share some of the books which I am having right now. In the WhatsApp group also, I will share a book of a skit in which there are small skits, right? Well, but I didn't find this kit suitable to Indian environment. It is all Western. But even then, you can have some idea and you can transform it into Indian environment. Also, it is always possible. So I will share you books also, but skits are very interesting, friends, and you can have a lot of fun. Then some other special activities are group trips. You can have a trip of a place where you are supposed to speak in English, right? Or you can go to a museum, for example, because everywhere you would find English. But then you all members are supposed to speak in English when you are on a trip under the banner of English Club. Then newsletter, you can run a newsletter, you can publish a newsletter. If club members enjoy writing, collect English language essays, stories, poetries, and publish their work together in a newsletter. It could be a handwritten newsletter also. There is no need of typing it if you can do it so. But nowadays computers are very handy, so you can also publish it in a professional manner without spending money, because now you need not print them. Online magazines are available. The same manner, newsletters can also be in digital form. Some other competitions like so poetry competition, poetry recitation, speech, debate kind of activities competition can be arranged. Then this is one of the very interesting activities, scavenger hunts. In this, you can create a list of items that club members must find or photograph around their city or neighborhood. But instead of directly saying what the items are, give them hints about what they are and they will have to find them out. This is known as scavenger hunts. Then, very interesting film viewing. Go for a very good English movie all together and you would love to do so. For that, you need not go to the theater all the times, because you always have English movies available in your phone. You can arrange a film show in your college also, in your school also. Then last is a club party. Finally, you can celebrate. You can select a day, foundation day or something like that, on which you can have a party. Have fun, but make sure that every communication is made in English, and that will give you ample opportunity to improve your English. So this is all about English Club. I think Many of you must have something to share. They must have their own experiences. They are free to do so. Anytime you can just stop me and tell me. In the conclusion of English Club, there are hundreds of possibilities of English Club activities. As Siddharth shared, there could be some more ways also. The list can be very long and innovative also. So please go on adding. What I have told is not something that is final. You can go on adding, keeping in mind that those activities are helpful to improve your English. The important things to remember is to keep things funny, make fun, keep your club members motivated all the time so that they always progress in their learning. Ultimately, so far as theory is concerned, we can have these kind of important aspects or the advantages of an English club, that they increase confidence building, they develop their spirit, they bring positive change in the students, they provide chance to sharpen their talent and creativity. The development of all around personality of the student is possible, keep the students physically and mentally active, and improvement in communication skills. The most important thing for us is last one, because this is an English club and we are gathered to improve our communicative skills in the informal environment, right? So this is all about English club. I think after visiting that particular website, you will have more ideas and you will be, this is not simply to give answers in the questions. This is something to put in practice. So as a teacher, I hope that you will be able to, motivate your students to develop such kind of clubs and do so many activities. Fine, I think it is already uh, time, but we shall conclude the session in 5 to 10 minutes, right?
Sir,
5 to 10 minutes. Yeah.
sir, actually, I would like to share one another thing. Actually,
Yes.
the way you have said to maintain the website and newsletter thing, that is that can be even possible at the ground level also, but it requires some professionalism. I mean, professional technical assistance. But so far as our club is concerned, actually, what we do, I mean, after each and every activity, as I told you that we keep activities on every second and fourth Saturday. So after each and every activity, each and every student would be given a chance who would observe the entire activity as the reporter, or you can say as a kind of an editor, and he would
Yes.
write everything with some new words adding on to it with the format which has been provided in the blueprint of board. So even their writing practice also would be done, and they would be quite getting the grip of report writing and article writing in their own manner, because
Yes.
they have witnessed it, so they can able to write.
Absolutely. Yes, and this responsibility can be rotated, and everyone can be given a chance even to report.
Yes, roll number wise. Yes.
Roll number wise. Great, great, great. So this is how you can create your own newsletter, as we discussed. That we have done this and that, and obviously now these are the days, Siddharth, that now creating a website has not remained anything professional. Anybody,
Yes.
any Dick and Harry can
Blogging.
do it, isn't it? So we can
Yes.
also think
Yes.
about it. Let us hope that every student, every teacher, trainee present in this session uh, will have their own ideas and they will put this ideas into practice also. Now there are two more points, but we are not going to talk much about it because it is similarly the way we talked about English club. The same can be said about these two clubs also. Probably the focus of activities can be different. For example, the reading club. So the task of reading club is reading activities. That's all, isn't it? But if you have an English club, then it could be a part of the reading club could be a part of English club also. Let me tell you that HM Patel Institute is already having these clubs and students are really doing tremendous job. And we welcome all the students, all the students of your college also, other colleges, to be part of it and together we can make it even better. So let us go through very quickly the tasks of reading club. Reading short stories, shared reading, poetry recitation, silent or independent reading, drama script, reading of drama script. This can be arranged, this kind of activities can be arranged by a reading club. Now, talking about books, sometimes you find you have come across some very good books. Then there could be a book review or talk about a book that can also be arranged by reading clubs. There can be many more activities, right? Spend some time introducing reading club members to books that you have at your club and show the books and tell a little about that one. And afterwards, remember to display the book well so that students can find them easily. There are numerous interesting books, friends. So reading book can, what can a reading book do is that they can, introduce very, very good books to the students and cultivate the habit of reading amongst the students, because nowadays we are forgetting reading. We have a mobile in our hand and even books are read in mobile. So let there be some experience of a real book in our hand and feel that pleasure, that joy of reading. And a reading club could help you do that. Last is literary club, and its activities could be debate, group discussion, essay writing competition, just a minute show or a minute show, movie mania kind of thing, extempore, that is a speech competition, right? Turncoat, etc. So these are the literary activities in which you can have activities which are based on literature, right? Now, all these three clubs have something in common, isn't it? That is why I'm not telling much about the rest of the two clubs, because under the umbrella of one club, everything can be covered. Even one English club is there. They can function as reading club as well as literacy club. But we should be able to answer the questions about reading club and literacy club in the same manner as we can answer in the English club. I think this is all that I wanted to tell you. Let me share the books that I have so that you can go through them. They are very interesting. Meanwhile, if you have any question, please go ahead and ask me. So I have told you whatever I wanted to tell you. I thank you all the students who have participated in the games. I think that you must have enjoyed, and I think that I have been able to tell you what I wanted to tell you. Okay, there's a very interesting book. Its name is Guide to Reading Club. Let me share it again. Is my screen visible, sir? Okay. Now, friends, can you see this story power? A guide to reading club.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a book. I have it in a PDF, but it is also available online. I am going to share this, so don't worry. But this is a very, very, very interesting book. It's a guide to reading club. I would just turn over 1-2 pages. This is the content. What is inside? What is a reading club? Starting a reading club, what to do at a reading club, finding reading resources, and creating a print-rich environment. See, this is a term, print-rich environment. That is, a print-rich environment is where books are easily available. That is print-rich environment. From the content, you must have made it out that this is really, it's a very small book. It's not much bulky book. It's just simply 8 pages, but they will help you a lot. This is one book. Another book. Okay, I'll find it out and share it in the group. Doesn't matter. This is a word book. There are a number of books that I can share you, but I think here we should stop now. Friends, any questions? No questions as usual. So please tell me, how did you find it? Do you think that you will be able to deal with this unit properly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because the IIT might ask you open book exam. Might take open book exam and might ask you some questions which are not available in the book. If you have understood everything, you will be able to deal with it. So, Dodia sir, over to you. From my side, I announce this session concluded. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Really, it was a very mesmerizing session, sir. The co-curricular activity is very important and very needful thing for the teacher of English, not the English teacher, a teacher of English. So, for vote of thanks, I request Mayur sir. Mayur sir, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of IPSC, HM Patel Institute of English Training and Research, and on my personal behalf, I take this opportunity to say a big thank you to Dr. Monas Thacker for letting the audience know what co-curricular activities are, what is their role in supporting the actual curricular activities, what type of clubs like reading club and the literary club and the English club and different types of clubs he talked about. He gave live examples as well, what type of activities can be carried out and how it ultimately contributes to the teaching learning process of English as a language. So sir, it was really a wonderful session. We all enjoyed, and we hope that you would conduct a few more sessions like this in the days to come as well. Thank you very much once again, and over to Dodia Sahib.
Thank you very much.